why did you go for these items? Because in the end, that was a pretty long game, 54-minute game when they played against LGD Gaming, and ended up with BKB Satanic, Silver Edge, Disperser, Blink. So wanted to utilize, Disperser was his pretty much way to move around the fights, because later you don't have enough slots. But want to see what he's going to be doing nowadays, because Disperser is not that popular item, so want to see how he's going to approach. I assume you still want to be able to deal some damage. At least you have Sniper, who scales really well. You have Razor, but you might opt to go for, some Blade Mail into still Aghanim Scepter. Might want to pick up one item if he feels like, okay, Silver Edge or Shadow Blade is an item that I want to get so I can farm. And yeah, a lot of the times in the past, there has been a lot of boots with travel as well on the safe lane Kunkka, where you can X-mark yourself, come back, always be full HP, full mana, have a little bit more global presence. But overall, looking at the draft, BetBoom, I like what they drafted for themselves. This time around, it's not an offlane Lifestealer. It is position 5 Gyrocopter. Might have been also a misclick, considering what happened at TI9.
Yeah, they kept the flex on the gyro rather than the Lifestealer at the end.
But I've been really impressed by Miero. Every single time I see this lane, Enigma plus Tiny, the lane tends to do really well. Miero Enigma, he also loves to build into... Like, he understands when he needs to build a scaling lineup, when he needs to itemize and get more like early-oriented build, pick up these drums, pick up Vlads on Enigma. He wants the micro. He wants to get some extra units, help of the Dominator. I think that's a good way of also, because their stuns, they have some, Tiny, Enigma, Dragon Knight, but also, are these gonna be the heroes stopping the Fiend's grip? So maybe if you're playing the Centaur, you could sneak into the back lines and get the stun to stop this Fiend's grip. Yeah, from going off. My brain froze there for a second.
So did Bull considering the draft again. Game number 2. But yeah, it's definitely a wonder to watch Miero on these micro heroes, right? Very often his lane just goes incredibly well. He's keeping tabs on those little micro units.
I don't know if I like this cosmetic on Toronto Tokyo. It is pretty much, I don't know if it's the pumpkin or just the effect on his flak cannon, because in my book that's pay to lose cosmetic. It's shown, maybe it's not that big of a deal when you're playing support, but if you're playing carry, you don't want to see those flags going out.
You want the hidden damage. What's there? He's going to die down the bottom lane. Miero with all his Eidolons and save with his Tiny. Now again, we've seen this combo utilized very well by a number of teams. The toss back into the Eidolons just very difficult to contend with.
Yeah, this is one of the few times where you want to pick up toss on your level 2 as Tiny. Maybe when you're playing against some position 5 Clockwork, so you can toss him away, but very good thinking. Toss back into Eidolons. I don't think they even know. They did not even use a blood grenade to get that kill.
Didn't need it. No, Malphite still ready as well. Yeah, just thinking about that Enigma too with his Helm build also gives you that classic ghost push, right? You open up the map for yourselves, pushing out a lane without showing any heroes, so then you can play smoked around an objective or around Roshan with the rest of your boys, which is it's super useful when you've got an Infest Bomb, Blink in with Tiny, Dragon out with a Blink, lots of initiation tools. You want to be able to find spots on the map where you can actually utilize those tools to perfection. Well, enough of that bottom lane. In the mid, BZM Sniper against the Dragon Knight of GPK. And then that's enough of that mid lane. We'll go look at top. It's going to be farm heavy, as we usually see with these two. Just kind of sitting there, hitting creeps, getting some denies. Very skilled matchup, especially for the DK, who gets lots of denies.
Yeah, you're also getting harassed a lot. I think DK was a really good pickup for BetBoom, because he's doesn't care too much about Sniper. They also did remove his Keeper of the Light. After that performance, 2 performances from GPK, that hero definitely had to go. So weren't left with many options. You are playing into Sniper. DK is one of the heroes that can do well in that matchup.
Toronto Tokyo does get a pull off, but that camp now blocked by Ari's Bane. Kind of interesting to see the double observer wards in that northern jungle as well.
Oof, I'm looking at, because one of the reasons why they picked this Kunkka, because we can go back to ESL One KL game when they played against LGD Gaming. It was also against Enigma, so they wanted to have something to deal with those Eidolons and kill them off immediately. Level 2 Tidebringer almost kills them off instantly with a little bit of harassment, and you can see they are in trouble.
because they're pretty tanky against magic damage, right? Their magic resist is pretty hefty. Tidebringer don't care about that nonsense.
You get nothing.
Smarter doing a very good job already, just pushing them back out of that lane while Toronto2 up at top. Cracked down on by Whisper and his whip. Razor picking up that first kill for OG. A good start for them. Well, this used to be a real old school combo, right? Bane, Razor, you Link and you Nightmare. You drain all that damage, and you build it up and you hit them.
Yeah, also this was 24 Razor into Lifestealer, into Dragonite. This hero works really well. Tomato having a complete free farm, killing some of these Eidolons as well, so his CS is going to be inflated. And already knows what he's going to go for. We did mention, you know, a couple of builds, but I think this is the right build to just get the Blade Mail, the one that we mentioned, and again, Aghanim Scepter straight away. Make team fights much more difficult, and maybe that's one of the reasons why Miero is also thinking about picking Helm of the Overlord. They have BKB piercing abilities, Supernova, Fiend's Grip, so I think he wants to play a bit of a different game on Enigma.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for that kind of Blink BKB style. We have seen, you know, the kind of Greaves Vlads come out. Might think of going down that avenue. We'll see how the game develops, though, of course. Yeah, I think this build will hang on. Toss back on Seb with the Avalanche in the Eidolons. This Phoenix, though, just going to dive away, it looks like. And now the turn from Tomato. X into Torrent onto Miero. Kunkka with a fair amount of damage here, but Miero had a Fairy Fire up his sleeve and a Lotus in his pocket as well. Stays alive, still holding the Lotus, in fact.
Yeah, bottom lane doing really well in terms of getting the kills, and it's also very important to get something done on Tiny. He's going to be your Blink initiator, even though you have Dragonite, but every single time Tiny has a good game from position 4, you know that the team is going to do well.
Yeah, this Axe on Kunkka feels like such a core item.
It's too good.
And then the fact that the item build-up itself is kind of hard with all the, you know, bits and bobs that don't do anything apart from give you stats. You need that Blade Mail as a stopgap.
Something to farm with. You buy Ogre Axe, you feel like, okay, that's really good, and then you need to buy other 3 components.
Blade of Alacrity. Yeah.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, not particularly good.
Seb, lurking around the mid lane, trying to secure the rune or just kill the rune. Both of these mid laners, they don't even have bottles, so they don't care too much about it, so you will only see save from BetBoom. Trying to secure it. Ari, in the end, will pick it up.
Grabs the haste, grabs the bounty rune. Bounty rune denied by Miero, I guess, down at bottom with Eidolons, but a courier stun for Ari as well. So double rune, courier kill. Very nice move there from the Bane. Quite fortunate to find all the things he has.
Can he get anything else done? He might go through the gates and try to set things up, maybe. Did plant Observer Ward. The lane is pushed in the bottom lane, never mind.
Next, they've got, you know, X-Mark and Torrent, of course, as the natural setup, but this Nightmare sets up Static Link, Torrent. Potential for a lot of initiation tools to be used. Save those. Going to toss this Kunkka back into Enigma and Gyro. Toronto2 arriving on the scene down south, realizing that that Kunkka is wide open.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Toronto2 just making sure to punish Tomato, whoever steps his bounds there. Now Seb, you know, level 3 Phoenix kind of stuck in behind the trees, not wanting to show himself. Not much to do.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Whisper, though, looks like the big winner out the first 7 minutes of this game. Getting himself to the top of the net worth. Dragonite's going to catch up, but is that Lifestealer on a bit of a wander?
He's going for it.
How's he got away with that?
It's an interesting one, because they think, okay, maybe he's farming the jungle. Sneaky move from Nightfall. Didn't have the best game in the second one with Faceless Void, these Chronospheres not landing onto anything, then dying without a buyback, so definitely needed to reset, and that's a good way to reset things, stealing the enemy XP rune, because both of the supports from OG very reliant on that Brain rune.
Yeah.
Level 4 at the moment, compared to BetBoom supports who are level 5.5, and you have Tiny who's already level 5. Tiny trying to D-ward. Oh my god! Okay.
Save, gonna get peeped and dived on. GPK's coming across. Not much he can do that.
Tiny, the worst hero in the game to try to deny with, and then it gets hit by Fire Spirits. Couldn't get the last hit. Took him more than 6-7 seconds to go for the second swing.
Pain in the ass. Now Nightmare into Whisper's rotation onto GPK. BZM with a long-range hit. GPK quite tanky, but they should fall here surely, right? They're going to try and dive him.
Nope.
No, he's just going to survive, in fact. Yeah, no point in assassinate there from BZM. Level 7, no ulti, and a turnaround once again from Toronto Tokyo. The big green flak cannon flying out across from Ari. Stealth Nightmare to buy a bit of time. Toronto Tokyo runs on the Whisper now. Save, trying to catch up to them, but dead to Whisper's Razor.
Would have been better if they didn't even TP and try to help him out.
Not even the Bane died.
No, GPK, he was in a good spot. There was not much mana on Whisper. Nightfall, he's kicking on him. Ghoul Frenzy.
Oh.
3 levels in Ghoul Frenzy will be more than enough.
There we go. Tips back onto Nightfall this time. Ready and waiting to pounce onto Whisper. A good stacks here built up by Seb, though. Like a quad stack in the large camp. Nice big ancient stack built for them as well.
Nightfall, skipping Armlet. Usually you see Armlet into Radiance, but this time around, he wants to get it as soon as possible, and this is the new tech build that we've seen from Lifestealers, picking up Talisman of Evasion. This item has been buffed from 15 to 20% evasion in C-Patch, so yeah, why not pick it up? You're going to be farming the jungle. You're playing against Razor. That 20% miss chance might make a difference.
Now the pressure is coming in bottom from BetBoom. Both supports realizing, mid lane, not somewhere we want to play. We got some success killing off Kunkka previously. Let's go again, round 2. Homing missile. And Save, trying to hide himself. Obscure the Tiny, with an X mark back and a boat landing though. Tomato, very tanky. Seb's rotation here should secure them a kill on the gyrocopter. As OG are striking back. Every move BetBoom are making just returned fire by OG so far.
Ooh. They've been feeding away some extra gold with those Eidolons. Helm of the Dominator creep as well. Extra 100 coming out from him. Seb, dive is available, but I don't think he's getting out of this one.
No, not this time. Not this time. But yeah, good way to protect your Kunkka, defend that bottom tier 1. Bring a couple of supports down south. And of course, BetBoom making all this noise down here gives free time for that Razor to 1v1 the Lifestealer in that advantageous matchup. Give BZM some farm time mid to try and catch up, as he is now lagged behind even the Lifestealer in net worth. Whisper trying to finish off this tier 1 tower with a catapult wave right next to him. But once you lose track of where these dire supports are, the map gets quite scary. Radiant Vision right now seems kind of non-existent. They've got 1 in the mid lane, whereas BetBoom have, 4 or 5 wards spread all the way from far south up to that northern jungle, seeing pretty much everything coming.
Yeah, BetBoom, they had 5 Observer wards at one point in the previous game. They really know how to utilize these Observer wards when it really matters. Ari making a move, but he is only level 5. Unfortunately, there is also Tomato making a move. He can Rage, TP out. They don't have anything to stop it with, but OG will bring the numbers and secure that tower.
Yeah, easily taken. BZM ulti up to Dragonlance into Maelstrom. That's been the regular build now, right? We had a period of fluctuation where we had this kind of Kanda Aghanim's build, Mjolnir as a first item, but now it seems pretty standard, the double Wraith Band, Dragonlance to tank up, and Maelstrom to get the damage out.
Yeah, a little disappointed we don't see Tank Cartel anymore in action.
No Vanguard, no pipe.
No, Tank Cardell is just the double Wraith Band, Magic Wand, Raindrop, and then Dragonlance into Kanda. Into Aghanim's Scepter, so you have pretty much 2,000 HP on Sniper, 18, 20 minutes into the game, depending how much farm you can get.
I thought we were going back to the good old days of Dota 1, where, Viper and Necro were buying Vanguards and Hoods 24/7.
Oh, this is what China started back in Dota 1 days. We're gonna take you back in time.
Oh, yes, rewind.
E-Home back in the days, building 4 Vanguards on range heroes because it was that good at one period of time. That was like 18, 19 years ago now.
It's kind of crazy now to think melee heroes have natural damage block and do more damage to couriers and stuff like that. Back in our day, I had to buy stout shields. Axe with a double stout shield build going jungle. Buying tranquil boots and an energy booster to disassemble and move from arcanes to tranquils back and forth when tranquils have an active ability.
Double stout shield into Iron Talon. What a build.
Seb coming in to steal some of these dire stacks as we get ourselves back underway here in game 3. 5-5, 1k lead for OG, who have definitely been the ones stepping forward and causing problems for BetBoom. But with GPK's arrival here, good Nightmare stop from Ari. Tossed up onto the Phoenix, going to throw him forward, dive away now with the Supernova out.
They're going to focus it down.
They've got so many heroes here to take the egg quickly, scramble it up, finish off Seb, and force Ari and Whisper back.
Ooh, they made a French omelet out of Sebastian there. Right in the middle of 4 heroes. Unfortunately, Ari is the one who's struggling. He is not level 6 yet as Bane, 12 minutes into the game. This is what happens when your XP rune gets stolen, so we can commend Nightfall for that play.
Yeah, absolutely can. Nice, Network still looking a little sad. Nightfall will get into that jungle and farm himself up. Yeah, Ari, there's 6 camps stacked even. Does crack level 6 thanks to it. And bottom tier 1 still being defended pretty heavily here by OG. Seb with no supernova though, could find himself in some problems. No range on the stun from the DK.
Ari, he finally finds that level 6 and is gonna make a move. He's drawing on a minimap where he wants to go, but he changes his mind. Is like maybe somebody's gonna be behind Whisper. Whisper a little bit low on mana, but I don't even know if they have enough damage to kill off this lifestealer if they grip him because of this talisman.
All that evasion, plus the level 4 rage, makes him very difficult to bring down. Yeah, I think Ari also was kind of indicating where GPK was moving, right? Moved bottom, moved back into mid. Observer ward around the middle lane. Bottom jungle kind of scouting out where BetBoom are lurking. But when BetBoom bring the fight, they bring numbers. The swarm of dire heroes suddenly up to this top lane, knowing that Nightfall was potentially in trouble. They break away from the grip, turn on the Razor to bring down Whisper.
Yeah, their damage is very limited. This is what I mentioned. There is not enough mana for Razor. There was no static link, there was no Eye of the Storm, so Whisper dies, his courier also dies. Good vision, again, BetBoom, they are winning in terms of vision game. Look at the wards on the map. Behind enemy tower bottom, right now they're seeing Sniper where he's farming, they see rotations that could come into the top part of the map as well.
Yeah, it seems like quite a trend here. The BetBoom very often placing wards that allow them to play into the wards on the enemy side of the map to make moves aggressively. And Ari here going to get caught out, it looks like, and GPK trying to get over the top of Tomato. Seb offering a bit of protection, but Ari's going to be the casualty and sacrifice out of OG there. And Wisdom Rune goes to BetBoom on that right-hand side. Well, yeah, BetBoom's wards often feel very, aggressive, in good positions to move forward to, whereas we've seen OG's wards very defensive, watching that mid lane, watching that bottom lane to see if Tomato or BZM are being run at.
Well, this Observer Ward is going to scout out GPK, so they need to fall back, but there is also Observer Ward that just scouted Seb, so he might jump in blindly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This works out if you're just trying to buy that time to get into your primary items, get into fighting shape. BetBoom really using this Blink Dagger to perfection from GPK, though, getting on top of people and making the fights work for them. Kind of leaving Razor out on an island top. So yeah, Whisper, you do your thing. Lifesteal is now laning and farming down his bottom lane. Nightfall very close to the Radiance now.
Needs one camp to finish it off. Once they pick up that Radiance, you have Blink Stun from Dragonite, so he can be the Infest Bomb. Miero, we haven't seen the Black Hole yet. He's playing more of a different game. Helm of the Overlord now about to be finished, so he's going to pick up that BBD in the triangle, and they can start, maybe lurking around the mid tower, because right now they feel super strong.
Yeah, I mean, that BetBoom Dragon is very powerful.
It really is.
Nice, pushing out these lanes, get on top of people. Very speedy Radiance there.
They're breaking some records with the Lifestealer. In the previous game, Aghanim Scepter 2 minutes faster. This time around, skipping Armlet, going straight for the Radiance.
Hitting these timings pretty quickly. Yes. OG side kind of smoking up next to BZM, trying to blink away at the tier 1 tower mid. Dire and Radiant both scanning in that top jungle to see if anybody's coming. BetBoom have placed themselves a couple of wards down here with Miero sitting up there as well, just ready if OG do strike up north. But in the end, it's just a free tower, and OG going to repurpose themselves back down to bottom.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This game's got a nice ebb and flow to it. One team moves forward, the other team moves back, filling the holes on the map. But still felt like BetBoom are the ones with that superior jump, potentially the superior team fight. OG have to be very sneaky with the way they enter these fights. The X mark, the Fiend's grip. They try and drag people around, manipulate their positioning.
Save. Yet to finish off his Blink Dagger, needs to farm up one more creep wave or find something in the jungle. A little bit of a delayed Blink Dagger on your position for Tiny, even though he's been involved but only has 1 kill to his name.
Patient farming time.
Radiant are scanning.
Full Hurricane Pike, BZM Kind of skipping over the Maelstrom to go back to it now. What's that safety tool for himself?
Radiant's middle tower is
Sneaky
under attack.
sentry ward in the outer ring. So Ari is like, yeah, you're not going to be able to get any more farm onto these ancient creeps. Maybe also blocking it for Enigma so that he can't get the creep that he wants. Usually you want to have the dragon.
Well, there is a dragon ready and waiting for him, but yeah, those future camps definitely could slow things down for BetBoom. Oh, the scouting kobold. He's prospecting, guys. He's prospecting. He's hitting the range creep. But Lifesteal is here. Doesn't even care about the kobold. Yeah, you go forth. Dota2 can have the 5 gold. That's given over by the kobold.
That guy's strong. This needs to be at least 45 gold. And there's that smoke. Blink initiation now ready on save.
This is the scary part of the game for OG. The
Double
double blink threat.
Dire are scanning.
Tomato. Ooh. On the verge. Nearly scouted. Gets back to his jungle, and the pings are there from BetBoom saying,
They know.
we're going to move up the staircase right in on top of him. Tomato jumps, gets the blade mail off, but this is lights out for Kunkka. No chance of survival.
Blade Mail dealing decent amount of damage. But doesn't get the Thorn Storm, doesn't get the boat off. There's going to be a lot of sustain on OG once they have everything ready. You have a little bit of a save coming out from Nightmare. Sunray only level 1 at the moment, considering that their XP rune has been stolen and there hasn't been much action. But with the boat, with the Sunray, 3 cores who can be like super tanky, but still can't get anything out of it. BZM starts to peep.
Blood grenade.
He's not peeping out of that one.
And the assassinate. And Miero all caught up in it. Even a supernova thrown in here by Seb. A real signal of intent there. As Ari's found a nightmare on the tiny down at bottom as well.
Yeah,
the spam of pings. The flurry of movement here from OG to find that bonus kill with the Fiend's Grip.
It wasn't really a supernova, it was an okay Nova, decent Nova, but still gets the job done. So killing Miero, that's the big one, and it's gonna secure OG another tower. They need to be active with these supports. Like Ari, he didn't have anything to farm with. He had a pretty bad game. You're also playing Bane. This hero doesn't naturally have any farming tools, but he got the shard, so that's gonna help out a lot with the wave killing. And let's see if he can maybe try to set it up one more time, or just being very annoying in the bottom lane, because no one is playing behind Ari.
We kill his Eidolons as well, right? Just AoE brain snap everything. Get it all going. And Toronto Tokyo getting a bit of farming time in the jungle. Not a safe place to be currently, with a couple of OG heroes in the vicinity. Asphalt reserved a little bit here from BetBoom. You know, we've seen them be very aggressive once they get these blink timings up, but is this them wanting to go to late game, wanting to get to their next items? Are they afraid of OG and the Torrent Storm?
Double damage.
Oh, Torrent Storm, we haven't seen it in action yet. Usually when you pick up that item, it's go time. But also scaling from OG, I don't think they should be worried. You do have Supernova for the late game, of course. You have 3 good scaling cores. Kunkka going for pretty much mid items, while you have Razor who can also scale, and there is Tormentor available, so they will try to take it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Seb would definitely love to pick it up.
Oh, for sure.
Has fallen.
Steal it, Sebastian. Let's see.
Ari's going to run away from this one. And there
he
it is.
gets it. You have to call for it.
Mine.
You either do that or you die to Tormy.
There's no in between. BetBoom going to go for one of their own.
Toronto Tokyo wants it. Compared to
does.
Tiny, it's a better one. Never mind, Save gets it.
Unfortunate. And Toronto Tokyo bought out the drums as well. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get it. Praise the RNG gods.
Queues it up instantly after.
Regrets buying the drums. Nah, it's fine. There's 1,000 gold away from it now. Yeah, a couple of Tormentors down. OG. It feels like they're kind of ready to fight. I'd love to see them smoke up with this BKB, Torrent Storm, get a good movement into BetBoom's area of the map right now. All these tier 2s. Quite nice objective to take. And of course, we've got to start thinking about that Roshan as well. 22 minutes in.
Are scanning.
I have a stupid question, Gary. Is that why the Ancients are called Ancients? Because they are like ancient Thunderhide, ancient Rumblehide?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay, I never figured that out. Never mind. I'm just stupid.
They're the ancient
By
creeps.
default. But yeah, but the other creeps are not called... Maybe they were Ancient Prowler, like the boys. Remember the boys?
Oh my god, the purple lizards, the Barneys.
Oh, so everybody has Ancient. Oh my god.
Ancient Granite Golem.
Oh my god, Gary.
Ancient Dragons. How long have you played this game for? Toss back in the mid lane.
I never noticed.
Black hole straight on the sniper. Stave makes the move. Miero's gonna finish it off. And Toronto Tokyo, the one that actually gets the killing blow. OG wanted to continue the fight though. Seb moving forward with Tomato. Whisper on the front lines. Supernova down. There's the grip though.
They're
on the life
to get down, but the Torrent
Storm to hit the egg. Can they get it done?
No,
the
the Torrent
landing. Seb, he's there, allowing Tomato to get a double kill. Gyro and Lifesteal are both falling. Miera will join him in the grave. And Seb just diving, no fear, no regrets, right into the heart of BetBoom's lineup to take down 4 in a row.
What a beautiful fight. Kunkka making the difference there with the Torrent Storm. We're going to see that again. They heavily committed with this first black hole immediately onto Sniper, so he can't get the pike off. And then look at the Torrent Storm. Seb in the middle of a fight, using the egg, and then Torrent Storm hits, the boat comes. Plus, also, Fiend's Grip onto Nightfall. Like, there's too much chaos happening once that water park gets running.
And then the tips onto BZM as well. You know, OG perfectly baiting Sniper, man. Dragging BetBoom into that awkward fight. And again, this entire game has been OG kind of letting BetBoom run at them, move into these positions, and turning things around. Tomato might be in a spot of bother up at top, though. Half HP, backup of Whisper arrives. BetBoom have 4 members here, but the BKB up from this Razor allows him to run and static link right into GBK.
Here comes BZM.
Drags him back, Save trying to slow them down. Dragon Knight running and blinking back to high ground, but look at who's waiting for them. There's Ari and Seb, while Save is dying to the Sniper and Kunkka. They're chasing on the GBK still, catching out the Dragon Knight. OG in a commanding position here in Game 3.
Oh, they were so ready to take that fight again, even though there is no Fiend's Grip, there is no egg. Whisper didn't use a BKB in the previous fight because no one was focusing him down, so that was his first BKB usage. Locks onto the target, zones him out immediately. BetBoom, they are running into damage issues. Like, if Tiny's not the one who's getting the tossbacks into the Lifestealer, into Dragon Knight, they're having some serious problems right now, and BKBs are going to be available on side of OG. Razor just used his, Kunkka building into his, recipe being delivered on the courier.
I felt like shard difference there as well. You know, this Sunray with Coco's run, making everyone so incredibly tanky. I'm going to add another layer there with a BKB on the Kunkka. Oh, OG in a spot here where they come into this tournament, unexpected performance, getting themselves into a situation where they are
not bad.
Step by step, closer to grand finals. Would you believe it?
Structures are fortified.
And Ari's getting some good amount of farm. You did mention the shard, great against Eidolon, pure damage, almost one-shots them. 300 damage, 309 HP on Eidolons. So he can also push out the waves, holding on to Big Boy Philly. Now finishing off Blink Dagger, so he can keep the distance. He doesn't necessarily need to go in. He can wait for these Blink BKB initiations. He can catch Lifestealer off guard or wait until Enigma jumps in and then catches him, because he's also going for a BKB. But they have, as we mentioned, multiple abilities that they can stop it with. Supernova, that's how you deal with the Black Hole. You preemptively use it. And also having Fiend's Grip.
They've got great tools for it. That's a full Solar Crest for Seb now coming out on Courier. OG really stepping up here in this series. 5k lead for them right now. They're looking to try and get a bit of foothold on the map. Pushing out that bottom wave. Under dire vision currently. I don't know if BetBoom even really want to have a 5v5 fight. BetBoom right now, they want individual pickoffs. They want these tossbacks into Dragon Knight. Try and get Lifestealer involved. But OG's doing a pretty good job so far, hiding their positioning. They do show BZM mid lane, but he's immediately got 3 heroes to his right-hand side, holding his hand, saying, hey, we're here to save you up. Nobody can touch our sniper.
Save, trying to delay the game. Smoked up. Maybe he can kill a courier. There it is. Also wants to cut the creep waves. Ari immediately pinging him out.
In Toronto Tokyo with the GPK farming on this enemy side of the map. Again, you know, good ward coverage here by BetBoom. And it's just a matter of what can you actually do with it. With OG feeling so strong and finding a catch here on the Tiny. Tomato has found him. There's a torrent into X Mark.
Beautifully done by Tomato.
Radiant's
Gorgeous out of this Kunkka. GPK just got to TP home along with Nightfall back to base now. I've got a jam to D-Ward. This is where things get really tight for BetBoom. You lose your vision, you lose that chance of Blink tossing people back, Blink stunning with a Dragon Tail, and now you're pretty much fully relying on that one Dara Observer Ward bottom, which is not where OG are going to be playing. You can push out this bottom lane until the cows come home, or the dragons, in fact.
Yeah, until you get that saving item on Tiny, whether that's a Force Staff or a Yule Scepter, you blink in, you're getting one combo. You blink in, toss somebody back, and 100% you're gonna die.
Is a great conductor.
So coming into the next fight, he might need to have a buyback available, or he needs to farm that item if he wants to get his second combo out.
is under attack.
Haven't seen much from this position 5 Gyro.
No, laning stage was okay. He made a couple of good rotations in the first 6 or 7 minutes. Outside of that, it's been tough times for Toronto Tokyo to make any real moves.
Oh, Miero. That was a risky move. Uses demonic summoning and then blinks out.
Attack.
They lose the Wisdom Rune, though. Probably OG going to come back and get their own one as well. GPK. Ooh, Ari's here. Save to the right-hand side. Could maybe get GPK out
He's
of
waiting
this.
for the Fiend's Grip.
Now holding for as long as possible. The Supernova Sunrays down. The focus on the egg will come. Whisper and Tomato run forward. Torrent and the Storm trying to catch up to them. The X mark on GPK. Is that going to drag him back after the BKB ends? No, it doesn't.
Doesn't last
He's
long
flying
enough.
back in Fountain. They get the gyro down, though.
That was a 9-second BKB. Miero,
Jump.
he wants to get it.
Dave getting it on top of them. Whisper has the BKB up. He's already lost so much of his HP as Nightfall sprinting forward, trying to catch up to him, but Razor, he's too speedy.
Can they get anything out of this? They want to chase. Blink Dagger available in a second. OG should be pretty happy about how this one in the end panned out. That was a nice bait from GPK. Nice positioning from Save as well. Hiding behind that tree and then using Avalanche immediately. Waiting until they used both of their ultis, stopping them with one Avalanche, focusing down the egg. It's Roche time for BetBoom.
Yeah.
They know that there is no egg, there is no Fiend's Grip for another 50 seconds. Black Hole available for them, so I don't think OG wants to take that fight.
It's quite often in these situations we kind of favor the people who make that first move. Now BetBoom with this Blink toss back, Blink Dragon Tail have potentially the ease of execution with the Black Holes that follow up onto a dogpile moment. OG, a lot more moving parts with the grip that needs to cancel the Black Hole. Supernova needs to be used with a Sunray on the Kunkka. Now Torrent Storm can cause chaos to be annoying, but it feels like ease of execution in the hands of BetBoom, especially with, Lifestealer holding Aegis. One of the most attack move, run-down lane heroes you can get.
Attack move. Allow that one. And he also does have Manta Style, so a lot of Ghost Push available from BetBoom with this Ancient Black Dragon, Manta Style from Dragon Knight,
Arrow.
Manta Style, Radiance
Half
on
the
Lifestealer. Torrent Storm
Just-
will not connect.
Toronto Tokyo, the one that perishes. Got the Yules up on the Tiny now. Another way for him to jump in, buy time for himself to maybe get another round of spells or just last long enough.
And also found a good neutral item. Ogre Steel Totem allows him to get out of trouble once he gets the initial jump.
And I guess another way to maybe cancel a Fiend's Grip or stop something from happening. Catch a Kunkka who's trying to X-Mark and split push. This Yule Scepter has a lot of uses in this game. BKB up for Mr. Sniper. Tanky little keen fella. A scrappy man himself. It's like 2,500 HP and 2.7 with strength threads probably.
Super tanky.
And from here on out he can pretty much go raw damage. And Ari looking at Aghanim Scepter in position for Bane. Down near the bottom of the net worth, but he's only buying big items.
A little surprised he sent back that Philosopher's Stone. Sure, Psychic Headband feels good, but you can always keep it when you die, when nothing's happening on the map, just to get that extra influx of the gold.
Radiant are scattered.
It's got a headband for Miero now as well. Aegis still in the hands of this Lifestealer for a couple of minutes.
You know, we're gonna go back to this ancient talk, Gary. So when we call him BBD, we call him Big Black Dragon. We don't call him a BBD. We don't use the word ancient. That's why I got confused. In my defense.
That's fine.
It depends in what bracket you're playing. Like there can also be Herald Black Dragon.
Divine Black Dragon. The immortal Black Dragon.
Ah, that's the best one. They're gonna steal enemy Tormi. They know something's happening. Oh, nice try.
Toronto Tokyo
From Toronto Tokyo. Yeah, we've seen it yesterday.
Chakram from someone, wasn't it?
Yep. So Whisper gets it. Good way to control people. You can like suck them in with that shard. Who else is missing shard? Sniper has one. Everybody has shard on OG.
Seb is just so bold. Like, walks up high ground, says hello to Toronto Tokyo.
That's not a nice thing to say.
Bold, not bald.
All right.
Whisper is in. BKB Lincoln's a black hole onto this Razor, and Nightfall munching away at him. Looks like Whisper. Oh, hang on. Ah, he's dead now. I thought for a second he might slip away, but Tomato trying to turn with his Torrent Storm down. Oh, the Phoenix, the focus in from GPK, but the Supernova's still out. Focus from the BB team to try and bring it down. They've lost Nightfall the first time, and GPK gripped up and stuck. He's being taken down. BZM tacks through the tiny initiation. Nightfall
BZM
trying to charge forward, but BZM can stand there and fight back. Miero and Nightfall pretty much 2v4 in this scenario, trying to fight into OG, but my god, the boys are doing it. Now an Avalanche, a toss back save, throwing him into Nightfall. BZM should surely die. Finally falls, but Ari and Seb making life hard for BetBoom here.
Oh, the link is here. Pushback from Psychic Headband.
Look at that lifesteal. Ari for the brain sap goes almost to full HP, but still dead to Nightfall with a double kill.
It's one of those fights where Lifestealer shines as the carry. Having Nemesis Curse, Radiance, I want to see his damage dealt. 6,000 damage from the previous fight. But yeah, that was a bit unnecessary. We've seen Whisper yesterday also in a series against Team Spirit, I believe, when they were diving the enemy base. Ended up winning that game in the end. But yeah, a little bit too deep into the enemy base. Sure, you did kill GPK, but your BKBs are down, and the save also managed to prolong the team fight. We did talk about him getting these like multiple rounds of spells. Ogre Seal Totem coming in pretty clutch, and yeah, Miro, he was not hesitating. He saw the opportunity and took it.
Yeah, we've seen the strength of this Lifestealer as well, right? You know, Mickey during the group stage going 1v3 against some tanky heroes. And this time around, you know, Nightfall with a little bit of help, able to chase people around, not getting kited fully by Ari and the OG boys.
Yeah. Never know if that's save or if that's GPK, because if it was save, I think he would be pretty happy about it, but I assume GPK was on our screens. Oh, Link is here from Lifestealer, doing quite a lot of work. You can be static linked and also can't use the Fiend's Grip. I think that's going to be the big one.
Oh, BZM going Satanic next as well. Incredibly beefy. And Whisper. Oh, Refresher Satanic queued up for him after that Blink pickup.
Gold for my chest.
Ari about 1,700 from the Agnum Scepter. And we've of course got the Bloodstone on the Kunkka, so that extra AoE on those torrents. It really makes the fights very chaotic when you've got to think about, deal with torrent storms, concussive grenades, sniper zipping back and forth with Hurricane Pike and all the good stuff. They will toss him back into GPK stun. Nightfall opening up with the damage, but OG have arrived with reinforcements. Nice Infest Blink play into GPK to run away. Whisper charging forward, but you've got to be careful here. Miero has that black hole. Whisper's Lincoln's pop. Toronto Tokyo.
Holding on to BKB.
He's the focus here. Is Miero going to get clipped? No, the BKB and the black hole free, but he's actually cancelled out. The Supernova's down, the Sunray burning them alive. Nightfall, he's taken down one. Ari's gone, and Tiny, can he get out of this? Not with the Taurus landing on his head. Gyro's brought back into this as Nightfall comes in from behind onto BZM. The Sniper standing his ground, jumps to low ground.
Lifestealer.
GPK, Nightfall losing their damage to the static link, but the TP out gets Lifestealer away. GPK not going to have the same luxury though. Oh, he's bounced off to the right-hand side as Toronto Tokyo brought back to try and fight BZM.
He's coming for those saves with his Tiny.
How is that Sniper finally dead? Took so long to kill. GPK still alive as well. 1 HP remaining, but the Dragonite comes out victorious.
Oh man, Tiny again, stay with the buyback, managing to salvage the fight for BetBoom, because it looked pretty
wild.
It really did, and also good thing is we're not going to see GPK mauling on the screen, because if he died there, we might see him full screen, but Fiend's Grip did one hell of a job. Just just enough to cancel out that black hole. Good positioning from Ari, but it was also a really nice black hole from Miero, catching Supernova, catching like Phoenix in the middle of it during dive. So, so you can't see this on screen, but Gary did open the Liquipedia to check the picture.
Well, just what you said, we're not going to have him molding on screen, so I just thought we'd put GPK on my screen.
Yeah, and we're also going to know the difference for the next fight, next time they show GPK or Save on the screen. They look the same. They look like twins.
Yeah, they're basically twins, aren't they? BetBoom. Divac and the Gyrocopter not going to hurt them too much here. Still, 5k net worth lead for OG, but the way these fights are going, it's absolutely anyone's game.
There they are.
Hey, that's not fair when they're not both wearing glasses. GPK wearing glasses in a bunch of his pictures, but I don't know, maybe he's got contacts or he's had LASIK or something like that.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah, these fights, absolutely chaotic. Very difficult to call what's happening. Again, a lot of moving parts in OG's draft, and so far they're getting a lot right. Whisper, very selfless, right? The way he's jumping in and just trying to force BetBoom's hand to make a move, this kind of forced error out of Whisper's Razor, making fights difficult for BB to enter.
Some big items coming out now. Kunkka with the Bloodstone, it's going to be massive AoE, and he's also opting to go for Wind Waker, so wants to have a save of his own once you get focused down by a Lifestealer. Great against the Black Hole, you can save people inside of it. Smoke on smoke action. Everything is ready. Black Hole available in 5 seconds.
And 20 seconds for Roshan to respawn as well. We are entering late game now, 40 minutes in, dead even pretty much between these teams, but all smoked up and looking for the fight, but the dire scan, they know OG are migrating into this northwest corner, and they have high ground vision, perfect terrain to play in. Granite Golem, the ancient Granite Golem, pushing that top lane out as well. This is quite obvious that OG have moved out of the base. Bottom lane, past that corner in the bottom right corner, mid lane about to push across the river, and Roshan is alive. It's going to get real tight now. BetBoom, is that a resmoke?
Oh, good observer ward. They want to see them. It's pushing in. They know something is up, and you can see Ari, he has a pretty good read where BetBoom are at the moment.
BetBoom, they left the site. They're going for the retake.
Illusions, we'll scout things out.
Try to see what's in there. Use their utility to get back into this Roche Pit area. GPK flapping his wings over the top with the illusions coming in. Roshan, half health, going to get scouted in a second here. BetBoom, they're in position to make the jump onto BZM, straight on this sniper. Supernova Sunrays out, but the sniper's dead for 80. He's gone, Bane's obliterated. Toronto Tokyo, with the help of Miero, the Black Hole, catches up to Whisper, take down the Razor. He is not going to last long here to the onslaught of damage out of GPK.
He's trying to kill the Roche.
Timado trying to get into Roche, but he's getting used up, stunned, and controlled. He does get it.
Try to TP out.
Doesn't succeed. Will lose the first life and very likely the second.
He got the most out of it. He tried to, go for Roche. Who even killed it in the end? Was it Radiant or was it Dire? Doesn't really matter, but what it matters is that BetBoom did win this fight heavily. And also stealing away Aegis. Save was the one who picked up the cheese from it, but yeah, big dubs coming out from BetBoom. Sniper, he's the one trying to solo kill the Roche. He's outside of the pit. Maybe he thinks that he's tanky enough with this Satanic build, but yeah, rest of the team, they need to back him up. A little bit of a disconnected fight from OG. Supernova almost outside of the map, and what Miero needs to do is they need to kill this Bane or try to focus him down and also try to bait the Supernova. So very good fight for BetBoom.
Yeah, really compartmentalizing that fight very well.
Sniper,
taking place in 3 different spots.
He will need some damage. Right now, he is tanky, and yeah, BZM, he's like, what the hell happened there?
Got jumped by absolutely everybody.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Ganked
attack
by BetBoom. Still not breaking high ground, though. That Aegis being picked up by Timado and immediately expended does put us in an awkward spot.
OG, they lost like 16,000 gold in the last couple of minutes.
Jeez. The pendulum has swung the cost.
There's the pendulum, we can see it.
Tick-tock goes the clock as we head deeper and deeper into late game. BetBoom, do they scale just much better than OG in this kind of match?
We're talking about Enigma. Because Miero has Timeless Relic, he has Octarine Core going into Refresher, but it's not that of an easy game where there is no counter to the Black Hole, so his positioning needs to be good. They need to get the jump, try to maybe bait the Supernova, kill off the Bane. But in terms of scaling, you have Dragon Knight, Gyrocopter, he can start scaling. So can Tiny. He does have Shadow Blade available, save. He wants to cut into backlines, holding onto Gem, so we'll see any kind of sentry drop down. There is no Gem on OG at the moment.
It's been a hard game for Ari here. You know, playing Bane as a position 4 is hard enough as it is. He's had a good crack at it, but that, you know, buying back to try and fight into Roche, losing out on all this money, puts him another 400 gold away from that Aghanim Scepter, which he's been trying to edge towards for a good 10 minutes now. A jump onto Whisper top as well as they pop the Lincolns and get the stuns. Dragon Tail, Abyssal Blade, all the goodies. Take Whisper down as he does hold buyback. I'm not sure if he'll have to use it here. Also drawing on the map saying, hey, let's head down this top lane in towards mid maybe.
Oh, they know. They saw Ari in the bottom lane, so they're drawing. Or like they're playing this bottom part of the map. Safe, he wants to hunt. And the rest of the team, let's see if they decide to join. Another infest in 25 seconds. GPK has almost 7,000 HP with the shield rune right now. Level 25, so AoE Dragon Tail stun. Level 25 on Lifestealer. We don't have any 25s yet on OG. Kunkka's getting close.
Oh, Seb has dived in, potentially to his own death and demise. Does have buyback, he's going to have to use it. He is, he's gripped up, but he's tanking through the majority of the damage. The stun rate arrives, but the BKB's up for GPK with the infest to run away. Whisper cannot latch onto him properly. X-Mark is there to drag GPK back into the torrent with the Riptide dragging him in, but Miero, oh, BKB cancelled. It's got cancelled out. OG now with a chance. They've killed off the DK. Enigma in trouble. BetBoom full retreat mode.
Ooh, what happened to the Black Hole?
The Supernova landing? I don't know what happened, was it?
I want to see that again because it looked really good. Double buyback. One from Whisper, one from Seb. A little too deep. X marks the spot does miracle against these BKBs. And because there was no Fiend's Grip, they used it immediately on the GPK. He did have a shield rune still up and running, but this percentage-based damage kind of melts him. So Miero is positioning. Save. Did manage to dodge it, so he blinks in. BKB. Supernova, that was like 1 millisecond too early.
So close. So close. Oh, and that's what Dota is. A game of frames. A game of milliseconds. Miero going to be kicking himself after that one.
Maybe it's Team, they're just kidding. They do have buybacks available, but probably they don't want to use it at this point. Next Roshan in the 3 minutes. Nobody has seen that ages, because Tomato did pick it up and lose it instantly. Save. He's behind enemy lines, holding on to Gem. This could be a very risky move.
There's a beautiful pentagram drawn by Seb there. I don't know if you saw it on the minimap. Very straight lines, very angular. I think he has troubles with the capture fill-out forms. His lines are too straight. He looks like a robot. That mouse movement is just perfect.
Now Aeon Disc available on Seb after Hex. These are some big purchases. Wind Waker as well on Tomato. They got level 25s. Razor still thinking what he wants to get, whether he wants to get a second Plasma Field. Static Link steals attack speed. That's most of the time a better choice, because you lock onto a target, you lock onto this Dragon Knight, but might struggle with the Lincoln Sphere. And in the end, he decides to go for it. Overall, it is the better talent.
Refresher Orb down delivered for him as well. OG gathered up on their side of the map, trying to figure out, you know, what is this next objective? What is this next move? Because like you're saying, with no Roshan for at least 2 minutes and no real outer towers to go for, difficult to push high ground. Can get kind of sticky here in terms of deciding what's next. So it's just going to be family time in the jungle. Family style farming.
Last shard.
The 50-minute tranquil boots for the gyrocopter.
Yeah, he has mana boots. So wanted to get boots of bearing. It's a good way, because you can't be slowed down. It's a nice way to dodge potential Torrent Storm coming out. And Kunkka late game, he's a mean hero. Bloodstone, Wind Waker, Refresher if he gets it with the Aghanim Scepter, multiple tidal waves.
That Plasma Field is annoying as well. Refresher orb.
BZM is not with the team. He's in the bottom lane, and he just showed.
Miero's trying to hide this refresher orb recipe, it looks like. Keep that tucked away behind. Blink dagger up for BZM. We'll start looking, you know, in just a matter of time. You know, tier 5 neutral items going to be on the menu.
Anyone's game to take. We've seen Supernova exploding right before he was about to use Black Hole. Could have made the difference, and there's that refresher that you just mentioned. Available now, double Black Hole, double BKB.
God, even Seb's level 24, hey? Scythe of Ice, Gem. Very, very good spot for this Phoenix.
If Supernova goes off in a fight, that could be a massive difference. It's almost a 3-second stun with level 20 talent.
It's wild. So many little delicate moves that need to happen in these team fights. 15 seconds till Roshan fast spawn. And currently nighttime for 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
They're so tanky.
Everyone.
On side of OG, Satanic. Then you have Kunkka with the boat, Sunray behind them. Lincoln Spheres, Aviana's Feather available on Razor. You got to munch through 3, 4, 5,000 HP, effective 7, 8 probably.
Quite a long spawn on Roche, and only 3 buybacks available. Tomado Xing trying to scout things out. Vision across the lane from both teams here as Tomado spotted. Call down from Toronto, Tokyo.
Whisper blinks in.
He's sprinting right in towards Miero.
He's on Miero.
Throwing away the Enigma. The refresher's up with the Black Hole straight out onto this Razor. Nightfall munching away at him. The Stun Ray comes out with the Yule Step.
There's another one from Miero.
Black Hole of the Razor and the Kunkka. Miero's trapped them in place, but BZM's plinking away at this low stealer now. Oh, Seb gets the on his prop to try and dive back in aggressively,
He's
but
on top of
BZM
Sniper, getting the bashes.
isolated.
Grenade.
This Sniper is in serious trouble. Concussive grenade to push him
Not
back.
enough.
Trying to escape the torrent by this time. The Yule's in the sky. Tomato's gonna die. BZM's gone.
BetBoom, they're cleaning up.
Kunkka, does he be home barely? But now with no Razor or Sniper, BetBoom with 4 alive. OG have a difficult time.
Oh man, Miero, what a player. He's pretty much single-handedly won them the fight. Razor sticks onto him and gets Black Hole immediately. The roar from Nightfall. He's feeling it. He's feeling that this victory is very close.
Imminent. They are steps away from securing that upper bracket final spot.
He also, like, Miero used double Black Hole refresher, but had that time warp aura from Ancient Ice Shaman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so his refreshers off cooldown in 50 seconds. We'll have another Black Hole available.
Ah, super quick. Oh, look at save.
Radiant's middle
Oh, this
barracks
sneaky devil.
under attack.
Is he going to get the jump?
He found a spot.
Somebody here. He's right in between, getting the avalanche tossed back, chucking Ari's Bane into the midst of them all. BetBoom taking down the buildings and the Bane as well, bashing him up, and Ari's dead for 100 seconds.
Wind Waker did not save him there. These are long 100 seconds. He does not have buyback. Sniper gone for 30. So is Razor. No buyback available.
Tier 3's down. And
Refresher down back in 20. First Black Hole in 5 seconds, so Miero will have it available.
They're ready to go again. Super
They want to
expected.
close it
They want
out.
to try and dive in onto Seb again.
Another
The
toss
up,
back.
Sending the Kunkka back into the Dragon Tail stun, and the Black Hole's there. Miero catches him up. Tomado, immediate buyback. I don't know about this though. OG will have Kunkka and Sniper alive with the Phoenix, but with that bottom lane pushing in, it's Mega Creeps on the menu for BetBoom.
Oh, they're feeling them. Refresher available on Enigma. Do they want to commit 60 seconds without Bane? Roshan is up. It's going to be on Radiant side for the next 4.5 minutes. That's Refresher, so can't pick that one up. I think it's a safe play to go inside Roche Pit and take it. You also have Roshan's banner. This is the only time when this item is good, when you are playing with Mega Creeps.
And Miero and Stave giving themselves the tips.
And for a good reason. Miero, like, he was so close to landing a multi-man Black Hole in that one fight, but Seb's Supernova exploded just a millisecond before.
Alright, so the jump to the left, a step to the right, and this Time Warp aura coming out of the Enigma has given BetBoom an incredible position here in Game 3. Roshan, it's up for them. No contest from OG. 14%. Incredible. So rarely do we see this Ancient Creep even considered. You know, he's just a little fella in the camp you kill. Miero pulling out the new tech, a little bit of magic.
Oh, In terms of dealing with mega creeps, you have Kunkka, you have Sniper with Mjolnir, so he can push out one of the lanes. Razor is okay, it's nothing special. Maybe if he had a different 25 talent for now, but seems like BetBoom, they are ready to go. They want to go in and try to close out this game. A couple of buybacks available on their side. They have 4 out of 5. Miero is the only one who's missing.
And Phoenix, the only one with it on OG. Sniper will probably get there. 200 gold away. Whisper's trying as well. But with the imminent move from BetBoom to get to this Radiant base, OG find themselves in a very tough spot.
Dire are scanning.
Base ward there as well from BetBoom, scouting pretty much everything on this Radiant high ground.
Miero doesn't have boots available. Did swap it out for Ghost Scepter.
Okay.
He thinks that he needs to survive Razor if he jumps on top of him, so he can buy a little bit more time. But is moving very slowly. Neutral item, tier 4, Timeless Relic. Doesn't have that move speed, but Smoke will help out. They have an Observer Ward inside OG's base, so that's going to scout them out. Potential toss back, potential Black Hole to hold them in place for a second or two and then refresh.
And who do they jump?
They're inside.
They jump Tomato. Avalanche tossed back into the Dragon Tail stun.
They got him.
HP, they're blowing him up. Tomato's dead.
No
the
buy.
Black Hole comes. I don't know if it was needed, but Miero uses it anyway. 2 minutes, no Kunkka. And a 4 versus 6 as OG are having some struggles here against BetBoom. BZM going to try and bounce back towards Fountain. Eon Discon, the Phoenix is popped, and the throne is open. Naked and exposed as BetBoom move down
There's the
south.
second one.
In with a Black Hole under the Razor. Supernova Sunray is there to help out,
late.
but it is all too little too late. Miero surviving, and BetBoom on the verge here of taking the series. BZM run at.
BZM, if he dies, that's the damage gone.
He's gobbled up by Nightfall. A double kill for GBK. XD from Nightfall. All right, lads, a triple kill there for DK and GG called.
Oh man, BetBoom, what a performance in this third game. Second game, a little bit of unlucky there. Randoming Lifestealer, they should be